Hey, welcome everybody. MaxSpeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. Why? Well, as my wife says, that's what I go by. So here we are. High Slide Racing League, Michigan. And it's a tad bit foggy. It's not your YouTube picture. So it's going to be fun all the way around tonight for the drivers to see each other and for me to actually see who's where and what number. Good times. Should be a pretty good race. Fuel mileage, I think, is going to become a big factor in this one tonight. We'll see if I'm wrong. They get one fast repair. That's all they're going to get through the whole night. And you know what? Let me get rid of something here because it just looks awful. Let me fix it real quick. Ta-da! Isn't that better? Rookies, I'm telling you, right? But anyway, remember, one. That's all they're going to get. But fuel mileage, that's where it's at. You guys stick around. We're going to be right back after the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the fray, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner gave way for the land of the free, and the home of
Welcome back, everybody. High Slide Racing League invades the foggy Michigan International Speedway. Fuel mileage, keep that in the back of your head. I'm sure these guys are going to. Could play a big factor in this. This track's going to be a little slickery starting out, so. But I got a feeling it's going to be some pretty good green flag racing here. Of course, you know, drafting always works here too as well. Anyway, the guys are getting ready to get on the grid, I do believe. As soon as I can find a few of them hop in here, we'll be able to go through, and I'll be able to screw up their last names. I do so well as I do. I'm pretty good at it. But they should be coming around eventually. Waiting patiently here. And they are starting to grid now. And there they are. All right, let's go through this. Let's see if I can screw it up. All right. Your polecat does not surprise me one least bit. And that will be the number 3 of Mr. Greg Holt. Always tough, any track he goes to. Definitely not one of the most handsomest guys we've ever seen. I've seen his pictures, but boy, he can drive. Right along beside him, I call him the ladies' man, Nathan Aldrich, the 514. Right next to him. Row number 2, the 31, Rob Pendleton, and the 17 of Michael Pittman. Row 3, the 21, Jacob Denson, and the 00 of Mr. Scott Williams. Row 4, the 13, I just calling him flat out Andy. A 08 of Will Cannon. Along beside him in row number 5, Andrew Schroeder in the 48. And the 64, Mr. Peter Hodgson. Row 6 to 20. And here he is. Well, I tell you, he's something. That will be Taylor, Tater Tot Toller. And the 89, Joshua Gathright, beside him. Row 7 consists of the 88 of Joseph Kazi. Now, I've been out with a sinus infection, COVID, 16 inches of snow, no power, you know how it goes. And anyway, it seems like no matter what, when I am here, this cat right here seems to be the winning guy. So, got to keep an eye on this fella. And the 17 beside him will be Cody Henderson. Row number 8, the number 5, Mr. Brian Toole, and the 05 of Alan Martin. Row 9, the 92, Jeff Converse, and the 83, Lance, I think I'm saying it right, probably not, I'm going to say Monksguard. And row 10, the 82, Charlie Harcum, and the 38 of Mr. Garrett Velzy. Row 11, number 9, Robert, I'm just going to call him Robert, I'm going to screw it up. Why not? Let's try it. What? Doig? Duig? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Robert D. Row 11, number 1, Derek Grigsby. Last in the field, but number 1 in your hearts. Heck of a guy. Keep an eye on him. And that's going to do it. We got through them. Don't ask me how, but we did. All right, let's get our engines up and rolling here. Get things going. As you can see, we're going to have a fun time tonight, without a doubt, because it's tough to see these guys. They put it on random weather, and of course, it happens to be a little bit on the froggy side out there, and that is definitely going to go through quite a bit of problems through these cameras. So we'll just have to do our best and see what happens. Remember, again, I'm going to say it one more time, fuel mileage. We should see some pretty good green flag pit stops here. Don't think there's going to be a big issue with that either. Wide enough track. Plenty of room. They can push each other around. They can draft, side draft. It's an all-around fun track when you can see them. Everybody in YouTube, welcome. Let's have a little fun tonight in the fog, shall we? And here we go. High Slide Racing League on a Thursday night at Bates, Michigan. One of the wildest paint schemes I think I've ever seen. Stevie Wonder could point him out in the crowd. And that will be Mr. Greg Holt in his Lego ride. He is leading them to the first lap. Jacob Denson down in the bottom, trying to motor his way up into the second place. Mr. Rob Pendleton has other ideas for him. Now, you think about the fog has kind of a bit of a factor. It's not too awful bad. You can at least see about, 100 feet in front of you, maybe. But that's what it looks like in the fog as far as being in a vehicle. And might I say, that's a fine-looking paint job in the inside of that car. The roll bars, awesome-looking blue. So that's what Peter's going to look at. And you come out to the cameras, that's what it looks like here. Everybody seems to be playing quite nicely, believe it or not, even in the fog here. Three of 101 laps. Anybody out on YouTube, you want me to say hello to one of your drivers? Unhook the plow, accelerators on the right. Something, anything, you name it, I'll say it. I don't live by any of them. I am the people's broadcaster. There's Andrew Schroeder driving the wheels off that truck. He's moved up one position already. And there he is, the 48. And the 13, the Lamborghini man himself, Andy B. He's got to take a spot and put him right back where he started at the beginning of the race. Some of your notables back in the back. A little ways back, there's Mr. Joseph Kazi. Started 13th, now he's sitting in 14th. In amongst of a lot of trucks. They're kind of piled up three wide here, right here behind him. Gath right up on the high side. I'm thinking by the time we get around lap 80, the fog might have lifted somewhat. Derek Grigsby. I think he's out for a Sunday drive. Somebody forgot to tell him that this is not Sunday, it's Thursday. Because he is lost the pack. And he might be in a little trouble. Let's see. With this fog, you might not be able to see anybody. No, he's way back here. Working our way back up front. Take a look at the chase for the lead. Mr. Will Cannon. He started 8th, and there he is motoring his way up, trying to get past Mr. Holt. Pretty impressive, by the way. He says, thanks a lot. Feel like leading a few laps. Riding around with Mr. Holt right there on his roof, watching. See if he gets him a little bit of pressure coming out of these turns. The only word in chat right now on YouTube is Andrew Chapman saying, hi, Mom. So, hello, Mom. If you happen to be listening. Jacob Denson trying to work on that third spot if he can get it. And it looks like he might have it for now. Now he's thinking about second. on back and see where our buddy Taylor Tater Tot Toller is. And there he is in a 20 machine, currently 12th. Some more notables. Jeremy Gibbs working his way up. Started 25th, now he's 19th. Brian Toole, 15th, he's currently 20th. And the league owner, Garrett Velzy, riding along in the 23rd. Like I said, it could be a fuel mileage race. 10 laps down so far. Mr. Cannon leading the way through the thick of it. The 514, the ladies' man, Nathan Aldridge, he's coming up to play a little bit, looks like. He's kind of getting in the mix to these things here. He started second, but here he's working his way back up. Sized up to 21 of Denson. First five's pulled away just a little bit. Andrew Chapman in 6th. He's got a little real estate between him and the 13 of Andy. Schroeder, he's got a little bit of traffic on his butt. Somebody's knocking on his bumper here. And that will be the 710 of Cody Henderson. Nice little battle right here in the bottom of Tater Tot and the 00 of Scott Williams. Looks like Tater Tot might take that one. It's so foggy out here. It's really hard to tell if that car is chrome. But it is. On a normal day, you'd be wearing sunglasses looking at that thing. Back up front. Still top 5 separated a little bit right here. And here comes the 31. Well, we got a little trouble with the 21 and Aldridge. Trying to go for the same piece of real estate, and that didn't work out very well at all. You can see he's down. He's got a little bit of damage. You can see the damage in the rear and in the front right here. So he's going to have to go in and get that puppy fixed. The sad part is, no caution. He's going to go down a lap or two before this one's over. But he's pretty banged up. Mr. Holt still hanging on to the second spot. But man, Pendleton's showing some muscle here. Three truck separation. And the strange thing about that is Kazi's not one of the three. He hanging back out here to 19th. Working his way through, sniffing his way around there. Remember, these cats get one fast repair. That is it. Still taking a look, Mr. Grigsby had a problem because you see no telemetry on right there. I think he might have popped in at the last minute, or he popped out and popped back in. Something happened, because normally you have his telemetry. I got nothing on him. So it's a good possibility. That's why he's kind of back here, way back in the North 40. Denson running around with a tore-up truck. He's got to rough and tough it out till pit stops roll around, looks like. Still up front, trying to hang on. Will Cannon. A real nail biter here. I'm curious to see if the 31's got anything for him. He might have used his stuff up a little bit getting here. I don't know. He was in the back a little bit towards the middle, and he worked his way right back up front again. And here comes a boy on a mission. Tater Tot. Mr. Taylor Toller. Started 11th, and here he is 4th. Looks like Cody has a little bit of a rear view mirror full of the 48 of Schroeder there for a minute. Come on back here a little bit. Charlie Arkham, 19th, up to 11th. Good run for him so far. Pendergrass, somewhere in the thick of it, he's 12th. And he was 24th, so he's working his way up as well. Little battle going on here for that 17th spot. Gath right on the bottom, showing some muscle. He's going to take it away easily from Mr. Kazi. Still up front, a 3-truck breakaway. Cannon, Holt, Pendleton. And little Tater Tot Taylor Toller. He is currently holding the 4th spot down, leading the rest of these guys. Nobody's saying nothing on YouTube tonight. They're awful quiet. Hello? Is this thing on? Talk to me. Let me know how things are going in your neck of the woods. It looks like we're going to have ourselves our stage caution, I do believe, and it will be won by Mr. Will Cannon right there. Down on the left and the bottom, you can see the sponsors for the lead. They will wait to try to find the pace car or pace truck or whatever they got out here. 22 laps out of 101 in the books. The pace car is going to pick them up. Who do we want to ride with going into the pits? Let's ride with somebody. Let's see. We'll ride with this character right here, and we'll talk to him too, just to bother him. We're pretty good at that sort of thing. About you, Mr. Taylor Toller, Tater Tot, how are you?
Doing well. How about you, sir?
Doing good. You got a little fast little hot rod there, pal. You moved yourself right up into the 4th spot. Looking kind of racy in this foggy night.
Yeah, we were trying to get stage points there, but by the time it came around, that ship had sailed on us. So it's just one of them things, man. But you know what? We got another opportunity to get stage points here at lap 40. So we're gonna try and go for that there.
To be honest with you, I'm kind of shocked that any ship can sail in this fog. Is it as bad out there in the truck as what it is in the cameras?
Yes, it is. It is super hard to see. I've already started hearing some drivers start to complain of just about how bad it is out here. So it's yeah, I mean it's definitely hard to see somebody, especially if they're in front of you or if there's an accident that happened up ahead, like the one where Jacob Benson got shot down through the grass. Kind of hard to see that one when you're coming out of turn 4. But
oh, I bet it is. Well,
yep.
Hey, keep yourself hydrated. Still got a long way to go. We'll talk to you later. Good luck.
All right, appreciate it.
Always fun talking to him. I tell you what, he's got to be the happiest guy in iRacing. I don't think that guy ever gets mad. Well, let's see where everybody ended up at here, huh? Well, it looks like Mr. Greg Holt's got the fastest pit stop so far here. He'll come out number 1. And there's your top 5 right there looking at you. Now, I think I got the time. I might as well talk to him as well, because inquiring minds like myself want to know. And I'm talking about that fella right there, if you can kind of see him. I know it's tough, the fog, but let me see if I can find him. Joseph Kazi, Bobby with all the hobbies in the booth. How are you?
Mr. Vacation. How you doing?
Oh, I wished it was vacation, son. I tell you what, son, between the sinuses and the COVID, and then I almost get over it. I still got that, the sinusy thing, but turn right around and Mother Nature decides to dump almost 18, 16 inches of snow on top of us with 40-mile-an-hour winds. So apparently she felt that I was on my butt long enough and I needed to plow for 17 hours a day for 3 days. But other than that, doing great. Up to the 11th spot. I was just getting ready to say, that's not like you, not being up there near the front. How's that truck handling?
Oh, we strategy calling. That's all we doing.
All right.
They didn't take tires this pit stop, so we babied them. So.
The key word is baby them, right?
Oh, I babied them, all right.
All right, just wanted to check on you, see how you're doing in this fog. Now, Tater Tot Taylor Polar says it's kind of a pain in the butt there seeing in this fog. Is it giving you any issues?
Sounds fine to me. It feels great to me. I don't care. Don't bother me one bit.
That's true. You could probably drive it up with 3 wheels and you wouldn't care. All right. Good luck. We're going to watch you. Work your way up to the front, son. Good luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Here we go. Green flagging one more time. We're going to be at it. Whoa. Gathright goes all the way down, comes back up right into the 2, and he's going to cause a big bang up back here. The 2's bouncing off the wall. And if that does not cause a caution, we're going to be extremely lucky. I don't know if he missed a shift or he spun his tires and didn't take tires in the first pit stop. I don't know. That 21's been like a pinball on a pinball machine tonight. But we are caution-free. Will Cannon said, I really enjoyed leading this race there, Mr. Holt, and I'd like to have my lead back. And at the same time, Mr. Holt's saying, well, you're going to have to work for it. And now they are side by side. Take a look at this. And Mr. Cannon does drop down into the rocking chair. I'd call it that because she's the safest in your mama's arms down there. Gonna work his way back up. And he is gonna resume on that lead. Now Cody Henderson's gonna have to deal with Mr. Holt on the bottom. And of course, right behind them, the 20 and the 82 of Mr. Toller and Harcum. Cody drops down and then goes back up to pick up the momentum on that high side up there. A little bit more trucks up there. You'd think they'd be running in California with all the fog and smog, huh? But this is Michigan International Speedway on a foggy night or evening, whatever you want to call it. Kazi working his way up, trying to take the 7th spot from the 31 of Robert Pendleton. Working him on the bottom. He been running around here like he's been on ice skates. Gentle as he can be with those tires. And whoa! Him and Pendleton, they kiss. And not in a good way either. You can see the 31's got some scratch marks right on his ride. Right there, you can see it. It's where they touched. Blame it on the fog, I would. Henderson making his challenge now for Mr. Cannon. And he kind of drives right by him. Gotta drift up the track a little bit. Cannon's gonna stay on the bottom. In the meantime, Mr. Toller's in 3rd. Harcum 4th, and here comes Mr. Schroeder. Holding the 5th position down. Kazi's up to the 6th position. It says 7th, but it's 6th. And he's got Mr. Greg Holt right there on his butt. Riding along with him. Henderson hanging there in that 2nd spot. Working on him on the bottom. He's going to drive by him, but is he going to be able to hang on to it? These two guys are quite racy here already. Somebody needs to tell them we're only 32 laps into this race. But they're putting on a good show. Since we want to talk about putting on a show, let's let them put on a show. Let's have a little fun. A little bitty thing I like to call, let's crank this mother up. went by there so fast, they knocked my camera upside down. Will Cannon's leading the way with Henderson right there on him. A good run tonight by Mr. Toller. And Mr. Schroeder. Take a look at, hey, Kazi's up to the 6th spot. A few more guys on their way. Hey, take a look at that, would you? Made a comment about Mr. Grigsby being last. And he's already worked his way up to the 12th spot. Like I said, he popped in late. You got no telemetry on him. But he is currently in 12th. And behind him, he's got a whole slew of trucks. Michael Pittman, Mr. Pendleton, Joseph Fogg, Peter Hodgson. All of them right here battling. Nathan, caught up in an incident. He back here in a 21st position. Probably not too much of a happy camper. He's got his work cut out for him. Only one truck is a lap down right now, and that will be this fella right up here. In the 45. In the fog of the 45. That will be Mr. Tim Pendergrass. A little bit of damage on that truck. Probably kind of hard to handle. That back right rear. A little bit of daylight between the first two trucks and Mr. Taylor Tater-Tot Toller. Mr. Schroeder giving a little bit of pressure to the 82 there of Charlie Hart. You know, it all just can't be a bed of roses and, you know, sunny and 70 and beautiful out racing. You got to have a little bit of the Mother Nature effects involved. And we've got it tonight, especially with our fog. Two trucks are a lap down now. Mr. Garrett Velzy went a lap down. And I see why he might be going a lap down. He's blinked about 3 or 4 times right there. It's kind of tough to race when you blink. You got your hands full because you don't know where you're going to come back out on the track if you stay gone for too long of a time. Take a look at some of these guys in truck cameras. There's Mr. Cannon. See what kind of racing suits they've got on. Cody, I hate to say it, son, but it looks like you might have got your suit from the Goodwill store. It just doesn't quite look fancy. Oh, look at that. Tater Tot. Got the fancy helmet and all going on. There's Charlie Harkle. Mr. Schroeder, in case you haven't noticed, he does happen to like the Jets. Mr. Kazi running the U.S. Army helmet. Mr. Greg Holt. I thought for sure that thing would be full of colors. A little disappointed. You're going to have to talk to him about it. Joshua Gathright, the Crash test dummy. There's Jeff Converse. That's a slick looking outfit. And that happens to be, well, that's the number 1 of Derek Grigsby. Andrew Chapman. Michael Pittman, good looking helmet there. There's Peter Henderson. Rob Pendleton. Scott Williams. Joseph Fogg. Wow, take a look at that helmet, huh? I don't know if that's Jaws or what that is, but it's pretty cool. Mr. Brian Toole. Now that is some serious blue there, Jeremy Gibbs. Andy, the Lamborghini outfit. You can see Mr. Nathan Aldridge there in his window going past him. Alan Martin. Mr. Velzy going past him. Robert. Lance. There's Garrett. And Tim Pendergrass. We'll call him Johnny Cash. He's all black. And that's what everybody looks like in their trucks. That killed 2 laps. That was pretty cool. Nothing's really changed except for Will Cannon stretched his lead out just a tad from Mr. Cody Henderson. Now these guys are spaced out pretty good. You can see the difference right here. A ways back's going to be Charlie Harcum. Now we're starting to really spread out pretty good, so I don't think we have to worry too awful much about any problems, unless it's going to be right in this area. Now I think, I'm not sure, let me look. No, I don't want to see you. There you go. Jacob's got his new ride back. Had to use a fast repair, unfortunately. But he's back in the mix of it. $45 out of 101 laps down. We're just boogieing right along here. And technically, except for the stage, we have had no cautions. Not by incident, anyway. Mr. Cannon leading the show. 37 laps he's led. Looking to get the all important points for the most laps led, too, looks like. Greg Holt, he's led 7 laps. And there he is in the Lego machine. And he is currently 8th. He too's kind of like a snake in the grass. You didn't know you've been bit until he's got you. You're hanging back here just kind of saving tires and fuel. The 21, here comes a few boys into the pits. And here they come. Right around 24, 25 laps. And that is going to put the lead for Mr. Taylor Tater Tot Toller. He will run around and get that all-important point for leading the lap. Mr. Schroeder is going to be second. Mr. Kazi in third now. Well, they can say, whoa, Tater Tot says, I don't like that cone. I'm going to knock it out of my way, and he did. And the rest of these cats are behind him coming in. Now, Greg Holt. Let's ride with him on a pit stop. He usually gets in and out quite quickly. You'll get him a full tank of fuel, and probably end up changing right sides. He might change all four. Let's see. Yep. He's got to go for the gusto. He wants it all. And back out he goes. Now they got to stay down off the track till they get to that commitment cone. And if Tater Tot didn't knock it out of the way like he did the other one, we'll see it. There it is, the blue one. You pass that, you can go right back up on the track, and away you go again. Now, after everybody does their pits, Mr. Cannon is going to be number one with Mr. Toller second. Cody Henderson right there on him. A little ways back is going to be Charlie Harcum. And then Mr. Kazi. Andrew Chapman, sixth. Jacob Denson doing a good job. Oh, he's quite the fighter tonight, I'll give you that. He's been standing on it all night long. Mr. Holt, Mr. Grigsby's going to be ninth. Excuse me. Still have my sinus friend. A little 3 wide action going right here in front of us. That'd be Gathright. He's got to move that bad boy right up there to ninth. Like I said, Grigsby will be 10th. Charlie Harcum said, you know what, I really would like to lead a few laps. How about it? And apparently, Mr. Cannon said, all right. And away he goes. You'd think this fog would lift a little bit since we're halfway. It does not appear to be that way. Well, Mr. Kazi showing some muscle trying to take second place away. Down on that bottom. And he does. Tater Tot slips back into the fourth spot. Will Cannon just in front of him there in third. Cody Henderson hanging out in the fifth. Greg Holt trying to hang on to sixth. He's got Gathright right there in tow. Nice little race going on right here. Like it's for sixth and for eighth. The real question is, can the number one, Mr. Derek Grigsby, crack the top 10? He's been knocking on its door all night. He went from dead last up to the 11th place so far. He's working on it. Delzy's worked his way back up into the 15th. Alan Martin in the 05, he's been real quiet tonight. Started 16th and he's stuck at 16th. And Mr. Nathan Aldrich currently 17th when he started second. So he's going, as my son once said when he was younger, he's going backwards. Only one truck a lap down. And that will be this cat right here, Tim Pendergrass, in the 45. And here comes your new leader, Mr. Kazi. Jackie Henderson says, go Cody in the 710. Well, let's take a peek at him. He's right now all over Will Cannon's butt. Would like nothing more to take that spot. Mr. Cannon goes right up the track with him. Now he's got the 48 of Mr. Schroeder behind him. Kazi started 13th. And it only took him 53 laps to hit the lead. Still kind of froggy out there. I don't know if it's getting a little better or not. It's supposed to be time-lapsed, so one would think it might be getting a little better. Either that or I'm just used to looking at it. Taylor Tater Todd Toller is back in the 7th spot. He led 2 laps of this race at one point. Maybe he's saving fuel and tires, perhaps. Of course, Mr. Will Cannon, he led 40 laps. So far of it, he's the main guy. And he's currently back in the 9th. With Cody Henderson in the top 10. Grigsby still trying to crack it. Not sure where they're at. You can see him way up there in that fog. You got a ways to go to catch that 10th place. He might be back here with all of his friends, but I'll tell you what, he doesn't want to look at his rearview mirror. Because there's a whole bunch of them coming. Now, as long as they keep battling out back there, that's a good thing. But I think they're going to catch him. Brian Toole gives the 31 a little tap, touch, I think. And that's going to bring us out the first caution. We'll slow this down, and we'll take a peek here and see how it went down. Let's see. Mr. Toole in the number 5. Mr. Pendleton in the yellow 31. Who knows? It could be an iRacing thing, too. Let's see. Could be netcode. We don't want to jump to no conclusions. You can see him slowly catching him here. Sometime today, I know what you're thinking. Me too. Let's see. Well, guess what? Mr. Toole did absolutely nothing wrong whatsoever. I don't think. Now, the 31 come right down right in front of you, but Mr. Toole ain't letting up. And he gives him a little tap right there. So, yeah, you could say, but Mr. Toole, Pendleton was clear of him. Obviously, he's never touched him. Right there, you can see it. And right here, gives him just a little touch. And that's going to send him right up the old hill into the wall, maybe. And trying to get out of the way and can't, well, that's going to be Mr. Nathan Aldridge. He's going to hit him a few times here. You can see he's got him locked up. But that's how that's going to roll. And everybody is going to come into the pits now. Board. Mr. Kazi. Let's see where he ends up at here. A lot of them's taking fuel only. We'll see. Comes in number 1. And looks like he's going to come out number 5. Charlie Harcum's going to be the winner of that one. Boys still getting some work done right here. You can see they're both kind of tore up. We can miraculously watch this pit crew do some work on them things. That thing will slowly start looking a little better. He has used a fast repair already, so he may have enough significant damage where he's going to have to sit there. And you know what? If I can find him, we'll ask him. I just don't know if he's going to be... Oh, yeah, I got him. Let's see if he's a happy camper. How about you, Nathan, Bobby, in the booth?
What's up?
You got some damage, son. You got kind of caught up there, and wasn't your fault whatsoever, and now you kind of paying the price.
8 minutes optional, so we're pretty much out of that one.
Yep, had to use a fast repair already. You kind of like a pinball on a pinball machine tonight.
Yeah, just, what can I say? Chase driving, no one wants to lift.
Are you, by chance, sponsored by Target? If not, I think you should be.
It'd be a good one.
Yeah, wouldn't it, though? Well, hey, sorry to hear about all the damages you got. None of it was your fault, I can tell you that. But, you know, just get out there and run your heart out.
Maybe I'll get to meet Roger Daltrey, because I'm definitely the pinball wizard tonight.
No doubt about that. You know what? If I had an award for that, you'd win it.
10-4.
All right, good luck, buddy. All right, we'll talk to you. You can tell in his voice he's not a happy camper. Really can't blame him. So he's got like 8 minutes of repair. Oh, yeah. His race he's done. All they can do is go out there and hope a few guys blow up to wreck out. Mr. Harcum's on the bottom, the 21. Jacob Denson, he's going to be up top. Andrew Chapman. Joseph Kazi. Andrew Schroeder. Greg Holt. Brian Toole. Joshua Gathright. Cody Henderson. Scott Williams. That's your top 10. 64 out of a 101. And it's green flag time, and away we go. Take a watch here of Mr. Holt. You can see Kazi just a pushing away up there. You're going to stick it right down on the bottom and try to take the lead away from the 82 of Harcum. Mr. Holt's going to be able to catch him right here. Well, him a 21 touch. The 21, again, another pinball on a pinball machine. He's backed out of it. He's back in it. And away he goes. Holt's got second. Now he's going to try for the lead. He scoots up the track just a little bit. Kazi's got to keep him right down there in the bottom if he can. Make him get out of it. All that's going on. This guy's watching it. Holt takes the lead. Backing out of it kind of early right there, maybe to get a run. Back behind him. Scott Williams currently 5th. Oh, he's 4th now. Mr. Harkham's got himself a handful. In that mess, the 21, Jacob Denson, another pinball wizard. He's fighting, trying to get it back. Where him and Mr. Holt had a little tappy tap. And get a chance to go back and see exactly how that happened because we did not have a caution out of it. But boy, they are really battling out right here. Andrew Chapman's got a boatload of trucks behind him, and they're coming. Henderson working down in the bottom, and he's bringing Mr. Garrett Velzy right along with him. Amongst all this mess, Charlie Holcomb, Taylor Tater Tot Toller, Jacob Denson, and of course, Derek Grigsby back here, trying so hard to get the top 10. He can taste it. Whoa, Tater Tot gives the 82 a push, tries to back out of it, and Mr. Grigsby cannot stop. You got to run him over. And this will be caution number 2. Slow this thing down. Let's see it. Watch it right up here. If I can get maybe a better shot of it. Let's see. There we go. If you want to see it, we'll watch it right here. Riding along with Mr. Toller on the top. He's got a real good run right here. And he's got a good run, he does. Now, the 82, you can see him, he's pert near, looks like he might be a little sideways. So you could just barely touch him, and you're going to send him flying. You can see him right there. You see him losing it? So Mr. Tater Tot, he's still trying to hang on to it. But Mr. Tater Tot gave him a little touch right there, and he wasn't going to be able to come back from that one, I don't think. But of course, when that happens, then Mr. Grigsby tries to get on it, and he can't get on it, nowhere to go, and he's going to run into the side of him. Ouch. Now, who's going to miss him? 17's going to come in and drill him. So Michael Pittman, he goes for a nice little ride right there. And you know what? I'm pretty sure so far of the race, there he is. I'm going to have to give him the infamous that's pretty bad, I got to tell you. But anyway, he hit hard. Woof. He definitely going to get the wreck of the night so far. And yes, my mic did come unplugged again. Imagine that. And that's a brand new cord. Lord have mercy. Talking and to hear myself talk. That's it. Anyway, everybody's got to come in. They cannot make it on their own. That's for sure. Not a bit. Mr. Denson. And the 21. You don't want to count him out. Thank you, Mr. Black, for letting me know that. Unbelievable. $13 to go. Denson, Andy, Lance, Andrew, Brian, and Jeremy. They've got to come into the pits. Who does not have to come in? Right there, Mr. Will Cannon. He's got enough to finish the race, I think. Well, he's got to be about maybe two or three laps, 2 laps shy, I think. He's really going to have to save. And I'm kind of curious. Let's see if we can... Running at about 100, and he doesn't seem like he's saving too much right now. These guys are running about 177, 78, 182. Mr. Cannon's running 172. Yeah, I think he might be saving a little bit here. Good possibility. But Denson, Andy B, Lance, those 3 cats got to come in. They ain't gonna make it. Mr. Kazi right now, he's in 6th. Yes, John, you do have my back, buddy. I appreciate it. I don't know why that cord pops out like that. It's a brand new cord. I'll fix that bad boy. Mr. Converse. He's got to kind of move out of the way and let Mr. Kazi mosey right along here. And he's going to be currently 5th. Him and Mr. Will Cannon. Now, I can tell you for a fact, Mr. Kazi's got enough to go the whole way. And so does that 21 right there. He just came back out. And he's currently, well, 4th now. So Lance is going to run around here probably about another 4 or 5 laps. And that will be it for him. He's going to be just a bit short. Andy's in the pits right now, so he's going to drop back a few. Will Cannon right now is number 2, and he will be number 1 in about 4 or 5 laps. Did he? And can he save enough fuel? That's the question. There's the 21. And he's got Joseph Kazi all over him. So while these two are battling it out, Mr. Cannon is up here. Now, maybe I can show you this way. If you can see it in the fog, I don't know. But right there is Mr. Cannon. And right there is Mr. Kazi and Mr. Denson. Now, I know he's trying to save fuel up here. Because he is going to be probably at least 2 laps short. $180 mile an hour. These boys, about 185, 186. Somewhere in that area. And look who's coming to play. Mr. Scott Williams. He's got to come up. He's got to take that 4th spot away. And now he's got to work on Mr. Gathright. They both have the same amount of miles on their tire wear. Mr. Kazi's working it. 6 to go at the line. Does Mr. Cannon have enough to get it done? I don't know. I don't think so. I could be wrong. But I think he's got to come up short. And here they come. They're getting closer and closer. On the bottom, way down, Gathright. Kazi's got to keep him down there. He clears him. Drifts up the track. Take a lookie. Gets a little draft off the left traffic of Aldridge. You can see him. They're slowly reeling him in. All he can do is try to save fuel right now. He knows he's a sitting duck. Right there is Kazi coming right up. Whoa, a little touching going on right there. That might change everything. Kazi goes hard into the inside, blows his motor up. You heard it go boom. You can see the smoke. And he is done. Question is, does that bring out a caution? Scott Williams is in your lead. And I don't think that's going to bring out a caution. But I got to be honest with you. I got to know what happened right here. I got time to check it out. Let's look at it. Oh, the 89 comes down and hits him in the side and sends him flying. That's what happens. And blew him right up. So the 89 was the bad boy on that one. At least it looked like it from my point of view. I could be wrong. Scott Williams, all by himself. Back here a little ways is going to be the 710 of Henderson. And he's got Mr. Holt. Mr. Holt gives him a little love tap right there, it looks like. Wow. We'll back that up. Let's just see if we got a little roughness going on here. I don't know. I got time to see it. Let's watch it. There they are running. Yep, Mr. Holt comes up just a little bit. But I don't think it was his fault. It almost kind of looked like... a little bit of net code there, too, because he got close to him. But anyway, there's Mr. Holt. And up here is Scott Williams. And he's only got 2 more laps to hold him off. And you're right, John. It did suck that late in the race. I can guarantee you Mr. Kazi's not a happy camper, to say the least. Matter of fact, he's out of here. He's done and clicked out and gone. Now let's take a look. Now we got some seriousness going on here. And now we got ourselves the caution. And I'm trying to figure out why we had the caution. I know Mr. Greg Holt, he's trying to stay off the inside wall and he can't do it. Let's see what happens. He got down in front of Mr. Cannon right there. I don't know what happened. These guys are killing me. I can't keep up. Let's get rid of this. Let's see what happens. Let's hit the Mr. Holt in the 710. And there's one touch. There's two touches. The 710 is going to spin Mr. Holt, but Mr. Holt just barely got him, but he was able to keep control. But watch him try to stay off of it. He is trying so hard, and he can't do it. So there's that. Mr. Williams, he's got plenty of fuel. He does not have to come in or do anything. Let's talk with him. Mr. Williams, Bobby in the booth, you got a copy?
Go ahead, Bobby.
You gonna be able to hold these cats off for a couple more? Kind of looks like they're beating and banging each other behind you.
I don't know. We'll see. I sure didn't want to see that.
No, you did not need to see that. I think you had it pretty much wrapped up, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
But-
I had it sealed, I thought, but you never know what's going to happen. So,
You're absolutely correct. You do not know. But hey, you're looking good so far, so hang in there.
I'm going to lay it down, let it go, and see what we got. I'll just send it.
That's right. Send it. Let it eat.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, buddy. We'll be rooting you on here.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, man. See what happens. A little bit about Mr. Williams. Well, he's led 7 laps. He started 6th, so he's been around here pretty much most of the evening. Now, the 08, and I'm trying to find it here. There he is. He's 1 lap down, so he's got to get his lap back, so he's not even going to be a factor. So you got Mr. Cody Henderson. He's been pretty doggone tough. He started 14th. He's been running really well. And in 3rd, you've got the Tater Tot Taylor Toller. Doesn't seem to be in too bad of shape either. Truck looks pretty decent. But again, talking about the hard charger of the night, in my personal opinion, it's going to be between Henderson and that 21 of Jacob Denson. You know me, I call it like I see it. I'm going to call that 21. He's like a hemorrhoid. He won't go away. He's been beat and banged, hit around like a pinball in a pinball machine, but here he is getting ready to do some battle for the win. I'm probably the only one that's called him a hemorrhoid, I bet. But that's what it's like. They go away, but they come right back. And that's what he's doing. Look at this. Mr. Grigsby. Well, we don't have the telemetry on him, but I could definitely show him to you. The number 1. Setting in 5th place up here. He's having a great run. I mean, a great run. The fog seems to be lifting a little bit. That's a good thing. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button for these guys. I'm sure they appreciate it. Me, I don't care. I get paid either way. These guys deserve it because they're putting on a great race. So I appreciate you hitting that like button for them. And here we go. Henderson's going to be up top. Mr. Williams on the bottom. Who's going to push who? And do not miss a gear. This is when it starts to get nasty. Williams out to about a truck lead right there on that top line. Watch out for that 21. Denson's trying to size him up a little bit. Go back and watch it from this angle. We'll bring it all the way back to Mr. Grigsby. You can see him doing some serious battling up here. Trying to block each other. No drafting. Look at them. They're 3 wide right there behind them, fighting for 3rd place. White flag. Williams gonna be, oh, Tater Tot goes for a spin. And they are still running it. Ken Henderson, does he have anything for him? Williams can smell it. He's running. There he is. Nobody gonna be able to touch this cat. And there it is. There's your winner. Scott Williams gets it done. Your race winner right there, Mr. Scott Williams, and the 00. Cody comes in 2nd. Good run for him. Charlie Harcum's going to be 3rd. Robert, he's going to be 4th. Derek Grigsby, congratulations, Derek. He gets a top 5. Andrew Chapman's going to be 6th. Mr. Converse is 7th. Joshua Gathright 8th. 9th. Jeremy Griggs. And 10. Brian Toole. But the dude, the main guy, the winner, the big kahuna, showing his muscle tonight at Michigan. And there he is. Get a little burnout. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back, and we'll chat with a couple of these cats. You are watching High Slide Racing League. Bobby with all the hobbies, MaxSpeedTV. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
We got big-time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame.
Winner,
Keep
winner,
doing stuff
chicken
like
dinner.
that, we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today.
Yeah, you did.
Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Your car is toast. You'll need to tow back to pit lane, press and hold your reset button, and we'll come and get you. We got big time.
You guys see my little caution thingy that I just put out there, right? Well, real quick before we talk to these guys, I didn't get to see that a whole lot tonight. 3 cautions is all we had. It says 4, but it was a stage or whatever, so I do believe. Anyway, only 3 cautions. 25 lead changes. Pretty impressive. Oh, number 3. The 3rd place, Charlie. Talk to me.
Let's say that race was changed a lot towards the end. How about that? It got real exciting. Unfortunately, I was taking a penalty there at the beginning, so I didn't get to qualify and just kind of tooled my way around in the back. And it's really hard for anybody to pull away here at Michigan anyway in the truck. So kind of felt like we'd have a chance. Pulled some pit strategy at the end, and that last caution certainly made that pay off. Otherwise, I was probably going to be 10th or back. So, but we were pretty fast at the end.
Oh, yeah, he was doing quite well. There was a whole lot of, I did notice there's just a little bit of, I know it's rubbing his racing, but beating and banging going on there. I seen that there towards the, about the middle of towards the end of the race.
Yeah, I think what that was probably more about is people were on different tires altogether. So
Oh, they
some
were.
people had some, yeah. So
Definitely.
there was a lot of option for people to, or a lot of opportunity for people to get side by side, and plus coming to the end of the race, you got to push it a little more than you have been. So
You got to let them know you're there,
that's right. That's what it's all about.
Who do you want to thank before I send you on your way so you can go to bed
Certainly.
and get up and go to work tomorrow?
That's right. Certainly B&H IT Services, B&H Racing. We're glad to pull off the top 3. That'll be good for our points, and happy to kind of be back close up to the front again. So good to have you back, Bobby.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Between the COVID and the sinuses and the massive snowstorm, man, I didn't think I was ever going to come back.
I feel you. We almost forgot your name, but good to have you back.
Well, thanks a lot. How can you forget me, huh?
I know.
Well, hey, take care of yourself. Good job tonight, and I'll be safe the rest of the week. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Oh, Cody. Jackie says, way to go, Cody. Now, who's Jackie?
Hold on. Time out. Let me get this correct. JC, before she comes through the screen and punches you in the face. It's JC.
Oh,
JC. Get it right.
Wait a minute.
You got it right. You good.
Well, you tell her that I can barely see out of my eyes with the stinking sinus.
We know you've been coming through some recovery, man. We're just glad you're here.
It's been tough. It really has. I'm sorry. It is JC, ain't it? How did I say Casey?
It's all good. She gets it. They get it all the time. What's up, man?
I like JC. I think that's pretty cool. I like that name.
Yes, sir.
Well, good. Well, tell her I live in Ohio. Feel free to come down. I don't think she wants to come here just to punch me in the nose because it's too freaking cold and nasty.
Nah, we got enough of that here.
I hear you. Well, congratulations, buddy. Second place. You muscled around pretty good there, banging up with the boys there. I kind of thought you was going to pull this thing off there for a while.
Yeah, I definitely had the strategy to do so. Yeah, I don't know what happened there at the end. So we're running. Shoot, we ran the whole race pretty clean with everybody, including Greg himself there. But I don't know what that strategy was there from Mr. Half Season over here. Blocking really hard. If we end up going back, I actually had to hit the yellow stripe to avoid it. Like, it's ridiculous. But to be fair, I went to side draft him. We got a little tire rub, got loose, and I got into him. It is what it is. But man, I've never heard a chicken squawk every single week. You ever know what it's like to pull feathers off a chicken every week? That's what it sounds like around here.
Well, you know what? Pretty exciting. You did finish second, and man, I'm telling you what, you motored around here pretty doggone good. I'll tell you that.
Yes, sir. We try to do everything respectfully. Try to do everything, entertain you guys, and have a good time. I'm here for a hobby. This ain't my life, man. I'm just here for a good time, man. Good spirits, man. You stay up. Glad to hear you're doing better, man.
Oh yeah, it was a rough one, but I'm back. I'm alive. It takes more than COVID and a sinus infection, a 16, 18-inch snowstorm to hold me down.
I hear you there, brother. I probably won't hold the second place, but we'll see what happens next week.
Well, who do you want to thank before I let you go, my friend?
Gotta thank the wife, JC, and yourself, man. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for being here.
All right, you take care, buddy.
Later,
and tell her I apologize. I won't let it happen again.
I'll hold you to it.
All right, bye-bye.
Later.
I know sure as crap I'm going to screw it up first thing. I just know it. Talk to me, Scott.
Yeah, Bobby, how are you?
You
Glad
did
to
it.
have you back. Yeah.
You did it, son. You did it.
Yeah, held them off. That was like I told you. I didn't want to see the caution, but I told you I was going to send it, and that's what I did. I never took my foot off the floor. So it stuck. If it stuck, it stuck. If it didn't stick, we was going to the back.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it was kind of racy there. Guys are kind of bumping into each other, and things was getting nasty. And I'm sure watching them go 3 wide behind you, that had to help put a little smile on your face and let the old heart not beat quite as hard.
I like seeing that, but I think, like they say, everybody was different tire strategy. I kind of got myself in a little hole there at the first of the race. I went 3 stints on the same set of tires because I was going to dive back in and get a little bit of fuel, and it was the 2 to go with the chew. So I forgot I had turned my tires off, so I went 3 stints without a set of tires there. So it took some getting back up there, but it paid off at the end because I had fresh tires to keep me at the front then. So
Yep, you took care of your tires, and that's the name of the game. Tires and fuel at Michigan.
yeah, I
Well,
think everybody, you're saying everybody beating and banging. You got tires and everybody trying to do that side draft to draw somebody back, and it's just
anymore, that side draft, it's kind of a two-edged sword because
Yeah.
sometimes iRacing's, I don't know what it is, but you just get kind of close to somebody, and then that net code comes into play, and then before you know it, you got drivers, pretty much, spitting fire because they think they've been wrecked, and really it's, net code causes a lot of this.
Yeah, everybody's tempers, they flare at first, but it's a bunch of, it's a good group of guys over here.
Oh, yeah.
There's some that drive a little aggressive, but I mean, that's what we're here for. So
That's what it's all about. I mean, you're not gonna roll over and play dead, and if you are, then
everybody's not gonna
go play checkers, right?
I hate it for Kazi and all of them, because it was a good battle going on.
Yeah, I almost shed a tear for Kazi because he was really doing very, very well, and he got the bad end of the stick of that deal, and he came into the inside, and he hit so hard he blew his motor up. He done.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucked.
When you think that guy's, he's hard to beat, so you have to take him when you can get him if something does happen to him, but you hate to see anything happen to him. But
it just shows that he is human.
yes. So.
Well, hey, congratulations, Scott. Who do you want to thank before I let you go?
Thank you, sir. Like always, thank Garrett for putting this on. He does a great job with it. Of course, we're glad to have you back. Glad that your better prayers went out for you.
I appreciate it.
We're glad that you're back and putting it on, and everybody in this league right here. It's a good little Thursday night league. So.
Well, it's a fun league. All these guys, good drivers in this league. And, I chat with most of you guys before we fire up and go live on the air. I mean, all you guys are just a great bunch of guys to be around and with. I mean, I think I laugh more than I do anything.
We appreciate you being there, MaxSpeedTV. We thank them and all that. So thank you for what you do.
Hey, no problem. Relax, enjoy yourself. You're a winner this week, pal, and we'll catch you next week.
Thank you. I finally got you here when I won. The last time I won, you wasn't here again, so finally you're here. So.
I made the comment, if it ain't on video, it didn't happen. Well, look, it's on now, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, buddy.
Take care. We'll see you.
All right.
And he's not lying, folks. We talk about a good bunch of guys. All these guys, they are a great bunch of fellas to hang out with. So if you're looking for a fun league, High Slide Racing League, check them out. It's a fixed setup. But it is truly a good bunch of guys. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's racing. Things happen, but seriously, they are a good bunch of guys. They can be mad one minute and be laughing and joking at each other and buying each other McDonald's burgers the next if they could. So, anyway, check them out. Bobby, MaxSpeedTV. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. But your winner, you're talking with him right there, is who he was. I'll get rid of this real quick. There it is. Mr. Scott Williams, congratulations. Everybody out there, be safe. Take care of yourself. It's 2022. It's a great year to hug a loved one and tell them you love them. We'll see you next week. Until then, see ya.